The topic of my presentation is environmental effect of herbicides and pesticides. So first of all, let's see what is environment. Environment is living thing, and what is around you is include physical, chemical and other natural forces. Basically, environment has two component, abiotic component and biotic component. All the living things are considered under the biotic component, while all the non-living things are abiotic component of the environment. What is herbicide and pesticide? Simply we can say the chemical substances used to control weeds and pests are called herbicides and pesticides. Herbs mean weeds, side mean to kill, pest mean insect, and then again side mean to kill. The herbicides are used to kill weeds and pesticides are used to kill insects. Okay, then evaluation of herbicide. At ancient time, herbs were removed by, weeds were removed by using hand, and then afterward biological control were used to control the herbs and to control the insects, and then finally in 1947 chemical control was introduced. It means then at that time, in 1947 the herbs and weeds were controlled or killed by using chemical substances, i.e. herbicides and pesticides. What happened to chemicals in the environment after application? So you can see the pesticide cycle. It has have ability to contaminate every part of the environment. So as we are saying, it may contaminate every part of environment. It may cause water pollution, it may cause air pollution, it may cause soil pollution. Okay, let's see air pollution by pesticide. Pesticide can spread by volatiles and may be blown by wind into nearby areas. Following factor affect the spreading of pesticide in air. Weather condition at the time of application. The weather condition, what kind of weather is when you are applying the pesticide or the herbicide, and then temperature, and then relative humidity. Ground spraying produces less spread than the aerial spraying. So you can say the ground spraying is better than the aerial spraying, because aerial spraying causes more pollution. To minimize this air pollution, farmer can establish a buffer zone around their crop field. It prevents drift in other areas. Such windbreak are legally required in the Netherlands. Then let's see water pollution by pesticide. There are four major routes through which pesticides reach the water. Contaminate water when they spraying. It may percolate or leach through the soil. It may be carried to water as runoff. Carried to water by eroding soil. After contaminate the water, it make lot of problems. Application of herbicide to bodies of water can cause fish kills, reduce the quality of drinking water, reduce the amount of water available for cultivation, altering the physical characteristics of water bodies. Insecticides are typically more toxic to aquatic life than the herbicides and fungicides. Fungicides are used to kill fungus, just like the herbicides used to kill herbs. Okay, then soil pollution by pesticide. The use of pesticides decreases the general biodiversity in soil, also affect the soil microorganism and decrease the soil fertility. Effect on growth of the plant. Residual effect of pesticide in soil, entered the food chain, and biomagnification. So let's see what is biomagnification. Biomagnification: if any individual continuously eat contaminated food, it will accumulate in the body. All the individuals are part of food chain. As a result, toxins stored in the fats and oil pass on one trophic level to the next trophic level. The higher up the food chain, more concentrate the pesticide, called biomagnification. This is danger exposed to human because they are also in the top of food chain. Okay, then let's see how pesticide affect the plants. Root nodule formation in the plant saves the world economy $10 billion in synthetic nitrogen fertilizer every year. Especially pentachlorophenol interfere with legume rhizobium chemical. Reduction of this symbiotic chemical result in reduced nitrogen fixation. Pesticides can kill bees and decline the pollinators. US farmers lose at least $200 million a year from reduced crop pollination because pesticides applied to fields. Pesticides effects on animals. Pesticides can eliminate some animal essential food sources. Residues can travel up the food chain. Earthworm digest organic matter and increase the nutrient content in the top layer of soil. Pesticides have harmful effect on growth and reproduction on earthworms. Pesticide exposure can be linked to cancer, endocrine disruption, reproductive effects, neurotoxicity, kidney and liver damage, birth defects, and developmental change in the wide range of species. Effect on bird. The US estimates that 72 million birds are killed by pesticide in United States each year. DDT induced egg-shell thinning has especially affected European and North American bird population. Some type of fungicide slightly toxic to bird and mammal but may kill earthworm, which can in turn reduce population of birds. The paraquat that when sprayed onto the bird egg cause growth abnormalities in embryos and reduce the number of chicks that hatch successfully. Specific pesticide effects. Organochlorine DDT or DDE. Number one, eggshell thinning in bird, endocrine disruptor, and then acute mortality attributed to inhibition of acetylcholine esterase activity. Organophosphate. Thyroid disruption properties in rodents, bird, amphibians, and fish. Acute mortality attributed to inhibition of acetylcholine esterase activity. Reduced metabolic functions such as thermoregulation. Thermoregulation is a regulation of body temperature within the environment. Resistance development. When pesticides use long period of time, some pests become resistant to the pesticides. Because of resistance development, pest cannot be controlled. Farmer has to increase the concentration or change the pesticide. It make more and more environmental effects. When pesticides are used to that when pests are used to that pesticide, they are not more killing by that pesticide. So we should change the pesticide, and we should change the herbicide after our time, so that we can easily kill them, because they get habitual to that pesticide or that herbicide. In this way they are not under control. So we should change the pesticide or herbicide with the passage of time.